Hey, what's up you guys, it's Connor, and today I'm going to be giving you my TBR for the N.E.W.T.s / Magical Readathon Part 2. If you guys don't know, G from Book Roast held a readathon called the Magical Readathon back in April, and I unofficially participated. I never really did a TBR for it because I was kind of studying for finals at the same time, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to full-on participate, but then I ended up completing 7 of the O.W.Ls. Anyway, she's holding the second part, the N.E.W.T.s, in August, but I start school in August and it's just gonna be too crazy and hectic, so I'm gonna do it a month early and I'm gonna do it in July. She recently posted a video that was going over all of the different challenges for the different N.E.W.T.s, and it's a lot more intense and strict than the O.W.Ls were. So I'll leave her video down below and you can check out the rules and everything like that and the dates and just everything, but I'm going to be doing the readathon a little bit early because it just works with my schedule a little bit better and I want to participate. So basically you sat your O.W.Ls and you can take N.E.W.T.s now in the subjects that you passed your O.W.Ls for. So I passed 7 subjects. I passed Ancient Runes, Charms, Muggle Studies, Herbology, Care of Magical Creatures, History of Magic, and Astronomy. So then those are the 7 that I can pick from to focus in on for N.E.W.T.s. Each N.E.W.T. has 3 different pass levels for it, and there's 3 different challenges. So you have to pass 2 N.E.W.T.s, and you have to get an outstanding in one of them to like win the readathon. A minimum of 4 books. You can't double up on anything, and you can't read the outstanding book and count that as outstanding. You have to read the one for acceptable, one for extraordinary, and one for outstanding. I don't remember the different names, but you know what I mean. Because I'm a classical studies major, which is ancient history, I am definitely going to continue my ancient runes track. For acceptable for the ancient runes N.E.W.T. is read a book set in the past. I chose Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman. This is a fantasy version of Alexander the Great, or Alexander of Macedon. I've had this book for a really long time and I just haven't read it, and I know that I'm going to enjoy it because I'm a classical studies major. And that's basically what I majored in. I know a couple of people that really enjoyed this book, and I don't know why I've just been pushing it off. These may end up changing, but these are the tentative plans. The second level is read a book that is ancient on your shelf, so one that you've had for a really long time and you haven't read it. For that one, I chose Mossflower by Brian Jakes, I don't know. This is a prequel to the Redwall series, and I have this one and Redwall, and I never read either one as a kid. I don't know why. So I want to read this one because I've heard actually a lot of people talking about this recently. It basically follows different woodland creatures, and each book can kind of be read on its own. So I'm going to start off with the prequel and follow, I guess, these mice, rats, and see what they're up to. And the outstanding level for Ancient Runes is to read a translated book. And for that one, I'm going to pick Us Against You by Frederick Bachman. Frederick Bachman is one of my favorite authors. I was sent this book by the publisher to read it. I figured, why not double up and use it as my translated work. This book was originally written in Swedish and then is translated into English. I don't know who did the translation for this one. This one was translated by Neil Smith, so we'll see how he did. If you guys don't know what this book is about, link in the card symbol to my review of the first book. The book that came before this one is my favorite book ever, so check it out. After that, I picked 2 different options. I don't know which one I'm going to be more interested in once I start reading the books for my version of the readathon. I'm either going to continue with my Charms, or I'm going to continue with my Care for Magical Creatures. If I continue with Care for Magical Creatures, the first prompt is to read a book with an animal on the cover. I chose Time Jumpers by Brandon Mull. This is the 5th book in the 5 Kingdoms series, which is the final book in the series. I've read the first 4. I want to finish up this series. If you can see it, it has a cobra right there. So that's an animal. If you guys don't know, the 5 Kingdoms series follows this boy named Cole, and after he witnesses his friends and a bunch of other kids get kidnapped and taken through a portal, he follows them through a portal in order to rescue them and bring them back to Earth. And it's just his crazy adventures in this place called the 5 Kingdoms. Each kingdom has a different magic system, and it's just a ton of fun. I've been really enjoying them. The 4th book is my favorite in the series so far because it was fantastic. So hopefully this one is even better. The second level for Care of Magical Creatures is to read a book under 160 pages. I'm assuming this is because Hagrid isn't the most, how do you describe it, like, well-read person. Anyway, I picked Black Dog by Neil Gaiman. This book is only like 80 pages or something like that, so it definitely fits. It also has an animal on the cover, so doubling up on that one, and Neil Gaiman is one of my favorite authors, and I haven't read this one yet, so Perfect. I do not know what this is about. Lastly, the outstanding level for care for magical creatures is to read a book that has a dragon on the cover or has dragons involved in it. I chose Dragon Rider by Cornelia Funke. I have had this book for so long. This could have qualified as my ancient book on my shelves because I've had this since I was a child and I've never read it. I've wanted to pick it up for a really long time and I don't know why. I've just been pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off. So the N.E.W.T. Magical Readathon is the perfect time. My other option for reading a book in additionally to Ancient Runes is to continue Charms. The first challenge for that is to read a book that has magic in it. For that one, I chose The Girl Who Fell Beneath Fairyland and Led the Revels There. This is the second book in the Fairyland series by Catherine M. Valente. I read the first book. I did a book review for it, so I'll leave that up in the card symbol if you want to check it out. I really enjoyed the first book. It was a little hard for me to get into, but once I got into it, it was fantastic. I really loved the ending of that book, so I want to continue and find out what happens to her next. This one also has dragons in it. Like, the cover of the first book has a dragon on it, so I think that works as well. The second level for Charms is to read a cover by book, a book that charmed you, that you would have bought without knowing anything about because the cover is so pretty. I chose The Last Guardian by Michael R. Miller. This is the third book in the Dragon's Blade trilogy. I think that all of the covers are absolutely gorgeous. I just am very attracted to them. I think that I would have picked this up regardless of being sent it for review. This one follows this dragon named Darnayweir, who at the beginning of the book is injured, and to save his life he gets turned back into a baby and is raised by humans. When he comes of age, he becomes the king of the dragons, and he has to lead the dragons in this war against these demons. I've really been enjoying this series. The second book ended extremely crazily, and it has a lot of world implications, so I'm wondering what will happen in this third and final book. Also, it has dragons in it. And the last outstanding level for the Charms N.E.W.T. is to read a book that you think will leave a mark, like the Harry Potter scar. For this one, I chose actually a manga series. I'm gonna try to read A Silent Voice by, who is this even by? Yoshitoki Ima? That might be it. I don't know. This one follows the story of this girl who was bullied at some point in their childhood by this guy, and now it's been a couple of years or something like that, and the guy is trying to make amends for bullying her. I've heard that it definitely leaves a mark and is pretty powerful, so we'll see. I still haven't unwrapped it from the box. So thank you to my brother for getting me this. So those are my potential reads for the N.E.W.T. Magical Readathon that is happening in August, but I'm doing it in July. If you guys are gonna participate in the Readathon in August, let me know what you guys are thinking about reading. If you're gonna join me in July because school starts in August and it's gonna be crazy, let me know that as well, because I would love to have some company because I'm doing this by myself. Let me know any of your comments on any of the books that I chose for this Readathon, and anything else you want me to know, leave it down below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.